I think that off season I just tried to expand and improve on just whatever I was doing last season, just to get better at things, both offensively and defensively, and just get prepared for whatever's needed of me this season.
Can you talk about the front court? Obviously, we watched for DNA and everything, but you have some people that we haven't seen before. Ice is coming back.
Yeah.
What does the front court look like to you?
Yeah, I think that the past couple of preseason practices that we've been in and workouts, I think that me and Ice have been working more on like our chemistry and getting kind of like to that level of like where me and Dorka were, so that we can get into our high-low bag. But I think that having Ice as in addition to the team being impactful on the court is going to be great for us this season. So I'm excited.
Aaliyah, despite Paige,
When Paige steps on the court, do you sense how much she's missed being out there?
Yeah, I think how much she's missed and how much the team has missed her as well. I know I have. I think, the dimes and the vision that she sees on the court really helps us be successful offensively and defensively. So we've definitely missed that, and I think her leadership as well is a crucial part of our team, and it's glad that she's back and I can play alongside with her.
Aaliyah, what about her physically? She said, despite the setback versus freshman year, she's put on 15 pounds. She feels stronger. Before she got injured, she had already focused on trying to be stronger to deal with really physical defenders. Do you see her, not just since she's been back, but over the years, having become a stronger, more sturdy player, do you think?
Absolutely. I think that she'll tell you that she's the strongest on the team, which is Cab. But you can definitely see the growth and how attentive she is with her, like whatever she's doing with Hootie in the weight room and applying it to the court. And, sometimes you can see that she's a big guard and she's needed in those positions. But I think that she's just ready for the season, ready to play for a team, play for her coaches, and ready to play for UConn Nation. So I think that anything that you've seen her done or seen improved in her is really her mindset and speaks to her character.
Has your mindset as teammates changed, like during practice, like step off a little bit, or when she comes down the lane, you're still kind of showing her that you're a little stronger than she is?
No. Especially if I'm guarding her, there's no mercy at all. Because I think that we're both competitors, and that's what we each love about the game. And she's here to get better, I'm here to get better, so, and our team is here to get better, so it's kind of everybody's going in 100%.
Has it sunk in yet? This is the start of your senior year?
No, it hasn't. I think academically it has, but in terms of the season in basketball, with it being the first day of practice, I'm just excited to, tap into this season.
How much stronger are you from this point last year?
I would say much stronger mentally. I say physically, I'm staying in shape, doing all the things that coach needs of me to do, but I think that mentally I'm just really locked in, ready for whatever he needs me to do or the team to do.
Is there more sense of urgency for this team with the upperclassmen, potential seniors, maybe have another year, maybe don't want to have another year, that you got to get what you came here to get done this year?
Yeah, I think, the goal is what we really don't speak of until when the time counts in March, but I think every day, every practice leading up to it, we work towards our goal, and it's to put the 12th banner up there. But as I said, it's just something that we don't really talk about or think about in the moment, but we work towards it because I think everyone just understands what needs to get done here.
Aaliyah, you said at one point your mom's advice to you was the biggest room in the house is the room for improvement. That's kind of stuck with me. So what room did you work on this offseason that you want to see yourself take the next step in?
I think just many aspects of my game. I think the off season I was able to bless to play with my national team and to grow in that aspect. Coming back into the UConn role and to my leadership, I was able to carry over many characteristics that I learned with the national team and playing against pros. And I think towards my game, I'm just looking to be a better player than what I put on last season. I'm not sure what that will look like right now, but I think that I'm just ready to be there for my team and for my coaches.
When you talk about getting mentally stronger compared to last year, like what are the specific areas where you've seen that or that you worked on in that regard?
I mean, basketball is a tough game, and for the past 3 years now, personally, I haven't gotten to where I want to as a team, and I know that we can accomplish more than what we've shown and what we've put out. So I think just holding that to my chest, wearing my heart on my sleeve, and putting that into practice every day is really what I've tapped into mentally, and I know that it's more than capable. I know that we can do it. It's more about actually getting it done.
What do you know about?
Part of the game. Paige said that one of the biggest things, she learned in her year off, or on the bench, was just watching the game and seeing it in a different perspective. Have you seen that new formed part of her basketball IQ filter into practice yet so far? I know it's only the first day, but.
Yeah, it's only been a little bit, but for sure. I mean, Paige has always been a student of the game. So have I. I think that, we always take time to watch film, watching like WNBA playoffs, and just watching basketball, being around basketball helps you grow the game off the court, and you can apply it onto the court. So I think Paige, having her, being one of the leaders on the team, it really helps not only the upperclassmen, but the freshman class and the sophomore class as well. Them just kind of trying to find their foot into this team, and just not being scared of taking chances.
Aaliyah, what did you learn about, or what did you wish you knew as a freshman that you know?
That's a good question, but I don't think anything can really prepare you for what's to come. I think as a freshman, just to be fearless. Not saying that I wasn't, but just to know that it's okay to make mistakes. You're a freshman, you're supposed to. It's all about learning, but I think also the teammates that I've had when I was a freshman, and especially my freshman class with like Paige and Nika, growing up with that team and with that class has really helped me to just tap into myself as a player on the court and also off the court, and have sisters in the team that's here at UConn. So I think that just as a freshman, and what I tell the other freshmen is just to be fearless. It's okay to make mistakes, just be confident in whatever you're doing.
How
We
about
just talked about you taking that next step to be a first-team All-American. Are you ready for that?
I'm ready for anything, really. But as I said, my goal is to, as a team, is to get where we got to and beyond last year in terms of our goals. And I think that we're capable of achieving the best of the best.
Aaliyah, what's it like to defend ice? You talked about the offensive chemistry earlier, but when you go open for practice, what are we going to see when defenders are trying to keep her from getting to the hoop?
She's very assertive. I think that she knows what she wants to do. Is able to put the ball into the hoop, so it's really about outsmarting her, which is good for me. But I think that as an offensive threat, she's just, as going back to what I was saying about the freshman, she's just fearless. I think she knows what she wants to do, knows how to get to the basket, knows how to put the ball in the hoop. So it's exciting to see what she's going to help our team do this year.
How about preparing for this time of year? What have you learned from your first year or two, getting ready for the beginning of practice so you don't overextend, at this point and you're ready for the whole season?
I think just physically being ready and mentally being ready. I know that, preseason we go through a whole bunch of workouts and stuff, but it's really put to the test when we start practices, because you're doing that every day and you're asked to be excellent or to like a UConn standard every day. So it's more a challenge, more of a pressure, but it's healthy pressure, and it's going to prepare us for what's to come in the long run.
What's the biggest growth you've seen in freshman Nika versus now senior Nika?
Less turnovers. I think that she's just a more mature guard. I think that she's really tapped into what it means to be a guard here at UConn, which is difficult. And I think that she is the energy that the whole team needs, and building off of her is what's going to help us be successful. It's not just going to come from her, but it has to come from every one of us. So I think that as a leader, that's what I'm really trying to hold accountable to myself, is to, she's going to set the standards, so we all got to be accountable of ourselves and accountable together as a team.
We talked a lot about watching and playing pros over the summer. Is there somebody whose game that you watched, Leslie Thomas, Asia Wilson, someone that you see and say, that's something I can incorporate into my game, that's a level that I want to pursue passion-wise, anything like that? Who would it be?
I mean, it's tough, because I think all three, the MVP contenders, they're all my kind of position, or all kind of players I look up to because they help my game, whether that's being a scorer like Stewie, or being able to finish with contact like Alyssa Thomas, or just being dominant as like Asia Wilson. I think that everybody really complements each other, and I think it's just great to watch women's basketball in general, because you can nitpick whatever you like from each player, and you can kind of make it your own. So that's how I take it.
Leah, did you know Paige quite well pre-UConn?
I wouldn't say quite well, but I played against her many times because we were both on the national team kind of spectrum. So I saw her when we played against like U17, I believe, in like Argentina, and then also in Belarus as well. So, you know, it was more, we were more competitors at that time than like friends and sisters, but yeah, I've known her for a while.
Someone's personality obviously can change drastically from age, whatever, 15 or 16 to 20 or 21. How have you seen her change, if at all?
I think as a person, I got to know her more when I got to college, obviously, but prior to college, it was more just like I see her as a fiery like competitor, which kind of attracted me because I'm a competitor as well. But you know, coming to UConn and being in the same class, I think that we've just gone through so many struggles, so many wins, so many losses, but I think overall we've just grown together. I think with Nika as well, I think that's just a special class for me.
Thank you.
Thank you.